Hi, this is Coach Vogt again, and we're going to talk about power clean and hang clean today. And the first thing we're going to do is show you the entire movement before we break it down into teaching segments. Zach's going to do 4 reps of a power clean, and we call them power cleans because they're off the floor, as opposed to a hang clean, which we do from a hang position. So go ahead, Zach, if you do 4 of those for me. Nice high elbows. All right, good explosion. We'd use this for explosive hips, for creating power, and power adds a time element to everything that we do. That's why we do these for our athletics. Thank you. Good. Another variation of the power clean is the hang clean, and we're going to have Chris demonstrate this for us. A hang clean, by definition, is the bar only comes down to approximately the top of our kneecaps, and we don't go all the way down to the floor. So we eliminate the first phase, or the first approximately 12 inches of the lift. And sometimes we do this as a supplement, and it's a little bit more athletic than a true power clean. Go ahead, Chris, give me 4 if you would. Same fundamentals. He's got good hand position. Elbows are nice and high. He's getting good quarter squat. He's dropping under the bar. Good. He's showing a good explosion. Very nice. Thank you very much. Good. And that's our hang clean. Now we're going to go through our teaching phases of how to teach both the hang clean and the power clean off the floor. Okay, we're going to break down our power clean into basically 4 phases of the lift. First phase is off the floor, and what we look for here initially, again, we're going to talk about stance. Our feet are approximately underneath our armpits or underneath their hips, whichever the kids can relate to. And then as we grip the bar, our hands are going to grip the bar slightly outside of our legs. Zach, if you just demonstrate the grip for us. And we like the bar is pretty close to our shins, and that allows us to drop our hips. Go ahead, Chris. Zach, drop your hips and get in a ready position. Now, he's like in a squatting position right here. His spine is nice and straight. He's in a good squat position, and now our athlete's ready to bring the bar off the floor into a full triple extension. Go ahead, Zach, if you give me about 4 of our segment 1 moves. Go ahead, up, good. Let's keep those elbows nice and straight all the way. Don't move the elbows, good. He's good. He's lifting with his legs here. We like to do a lot of quarter squats. As in athletics, that's really important. And it's important for us to develop power in that area. Thank you. Okay, we have our second athlete going to demonstrate our first phase of the power clean here again. And Chris is going to get in his ready position. He's going to get a good stance. If you notice, he's a little bit more narrow than our other athlete was, but that's fine. He's still underneath his hips. Toes are straight ahead. That's another thing I forgot to mention. And his hands are right outside of his legs. His head is going to be up as he begins. He's in a good squatting position. The integrity of his spine is really what we want. He's nice and straight, and he's in a powerful position. His hips are ready to explode off the ground because we're really trying to develop timing and hip strength here in this cleaning segment. Go ahead, Chris, give me about 4 of those. He's going to stand straight up with the bar and get into triple extension. Good. Eyes are neutral. Good. Now you can see he's a little different than Zach was. He's bringing his shoulders back a little bit, and that's fine. They're both doing exactly what we want. Thank you. Good. Okay, the second phase of our power clean is what we call our power shrug. We're going to take the bar off the floor, and now Zach is going to, as he brings the bar up, we're going to get our triple extension. Now we're going to also incorporate the first move of getting the bar to move. I'm going to talk about speed of the bar, and it really starts off the floor, and that bar's got to continually move until we complete the movement, the racking movement at the end of the clean. So Zach's going to go ahead and come up and give me a shrug, Zach, off the floor. Good. Now we call these power shrugs because we're coming off the floor and we're incorporating our first move, and now we're adding our second. We want to keep our balance. Good. And down. Very nice. Good. Good. Perfect. Okay, again, we're going to talk about the second phase of our clean. Chris is going to demonstrate from a hang position as opposed to coming off the floor. And this is a variation that we can use. I think it's very athletic. and adds a little bit more speed to the movement, and that's why we do it. And it's again, we're getting a lot of quarter squats, we're getting a lot of hip movement, and now we're incorporating the shoulders as we're keeping the bar moving and shrugging it with our shoulders before actually racking the bar at the end of the movement. Go ahead, Chris, if you give me 4 of those, please. Same starting position. He's going to stand up with the bar, and now he's going to bring it down to his kneecaps and fully extend and shrug. Give me about 3 more of those, Chris. Real good. Good. Give me 2 more. Up. Good. Up. Very good. If you'll notice, both these athletes are coming up on their toes. You can sit her down. Because they're creating speed with the bar, and that momentum already is bringing them up to their toes. So let your athletes fully extend, not with their feet flat on the floor, but we want them coming up. And now I know that they're really starting to move that bar. Okay, the next phase of our power clean, we're going to add a pull to our shrug, which also keeps the bar moving and makes sure that our athletes don't end up with the bar out in front of us. We don't want to do reverse curls. We want that bar as close to our chest as we can get it. We want to maintain that approximate position all the way until we rack underneath the bar. Common mistake in cleaning is that the athletes want to bring the bar out here and throw their elbows underneath it instead of letting the bar continue on a vertical path and letting their body drop underneath the bar. So Zach, if you'd give me about 3 reps there, please. Again, everything's the same with our start. You got a great starting position, good hand position. He's going to come off the floor, shrug and pull to about mid-chest. Good, perfect. You want to bounce it? You can. Bounce 1. Yep. Bounce it off the floor and do 1. Yeah, like that. Good. Give me 1 more. Good. Perfect. Down. I lied. I told you 3 and you did 5 or 6, whatever. So if you'll notice, another common mistake, a lot of athletes will start to, when they roll that wrist, their elbows will come way too high and they end up coming here with the bar. We can't have that. Our shoulders must maintain this kind of integrity and our wrists never bend. Okay, now we're going to demonstrate the shrug pull from a hang position. Again, we're just not coming off the floor. We just eliminated the first 12, 18 inches of the movement off the floor. So Chris, if you demo that for me. Excuse me. Okay, he's up, standing up. Hang, pull, good. Hang, shrug, pull, good. Shrug those shoulders and pull. And nice. He's got great integrity with his elbows here. Also, this really helps shoulder development, trap development, and again, I can't emphasize enough the importance of, go ahead and put that down, Chris, of these movements as far as developing your total athleticism in your players and your athletes. Okay, finally we're going to look at the full clean with the catch, we call it, and this is phase 4 of our lifting. We've come off the floor, we've done shrugs, we've done shrug pulls, and now the athletes are going to demonstrate the full clean with the catch. And we want to emphasize again, elbows up when we finish as high as we can, and we want to emphasize the bar traveling in a vertical plane. We don't want that bar ever coming out here and doing essentially a reverse curl for us. So bar stays straight. The athlete's going to simply drop underneath it as the bar continues vertically off the floor as it overcomes gravity. Go ahead, Zach. Can you give me about 3 or 4 of those? Nice catch. He catches it in another quarter squat. So we've quarter squatted 3 times already. Good. Very nice. Perfect. Nice and solid. Elbows are up. Head's neutral. He's catching the bar right on his chest. 1 more. Everything's real solid, and that's an excellent power clean. Thank you. Okay, Chris is now going to demonstrate a full hang clean for us. Again, we're just not coming off the floor. We just eliminated the first phase. And again, I think this is a good variation to do on different days of the week, whatever. And again, I think it's a little quicker, a little more athletic move when we're emphasizing that in whatever phase of our lifting we're in. So Chris is going to execute 2 of these with his feet on the floor, and then I'm going to ask him to jump twice as he executes it. A little more advanced move, but our explosive athletes can do this and really help themselves. Go ahead, Chris. All right, started in the full extension. He's going to come down to a hang, and he's going to pull and clean. Very nice, real good. Elbows are high, back is straight. And he's under the bar. Good. Go ahead and do it with our little jump. We're going to jump now. Good. This is a very athletic move. He's got resistance coming. One more. Give me one more. He's overcoming the resistance, and he's actually jumping off the floor. Go ahead and set her down. This is great. I don't care if you're an offensive lineman, if you're a shot putter, if you're a running back, DB, that little jump really helps the kids' explosiveness. It's very athletic, and I just think it really helps your kids to explode and change direction and increase their speed and jumping ability. Okay, now we're going to demonstrate a variation of our power clean that we use infrequently in our lifting cycles, and it's going to be, we call it a power clean to a front squat. We're just adding another movement to the exercise, and also I think it helps their athleticism again, and explosion and coordination, because not all your guys can do this sometimes. But so we're going to go power clean to a front squat. Go ahead, Zach, if you demonstrate that for us, that'd be great. Very nice, good. Elbows are still up. Fundamentals are still the same, except he's catching the weight, and then he's executing a front squat in addition to the clean. So this is a total body movement that promotes lean muscle mass and explosion and athleticism that is just invaluable to athletes. All right, we're going to also do the front squat with a hand clean as well. Again, I just can't emphasize enough how much more athletic I think this is. And you won't do as much weight, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's all about weight, and it's all about explosion. So Chris is going to execute 2 of these with not jumping off the floor, and then we're going to do 2 with the jump, which again is a little bit more advanced move, but also it's a lot more explosive. So go ahead, Chris. He's going to do 2 hand cleans to a front squat first. Okay. Good. Nice. Nice elbow position. Good hips. Now he's going to do 2 of them. He's going to jump, and then he's going to squat. Nice. Nice. And do another one for me if you would. Good. Very nice. Well done. Well done. Okay, one more variation we're going to share today before the end of the video is we're going to do a power clean to a push press, which again is we call it a complex movement. Where we add different movements to the clean, and we happen to call this one a power clean to a push press. Okay, go ahead, Zach, if you would do that for us. Let's go about 3 reps, and maybe 4 if we feel energetic, huh? There's our clean, and then he's going to quarter squat again and press. Very nice. Let's do 3 of those. Perfect. Very solid. Our guy's got to concentrate. Power clean is real solid, and then he's going to add the push press overhead, which is a nice component. Again, he's using athleticism, he's using balance, and obviously strength. Thank you, sir. Very nice. Nice component to our power clean. Power clean to a push press. Beautiful. Okay, again, we're going to demonstrate the hand clean to a push press, and then we're going to add 1 more movement at the end, which is pretty advanced, but we're going to do it and show you another athletic enhancing movement for you. So Chris, if you demonstrate our hand clean to our push press for us. We're going to do 2 reps here. Good beginning position, hang, clean, and quarter squat, push press, elbows locked out over the head. We like to see that bar come right over his ears and he's going to drop under it and extend his elbows. Very nice. Set her down, Chris, real quick. And now we're going to do another hand clean, but we're going to add a push jerk, which adds another quarter squat to the movement. And our athlete's going to drop under the weight, and then he's going to extend up as he finishes each rep. We're going to do 2 of these. This is probably one of the more advanced things that we do in here, and not all your kids could probably do this, but if they can, with good form, it'll enhance their abilities. Go ahead, Chris. All right, that's our hand clean, and he's going to do a push jerk. Drop under the bar 1 more time. Hand clean, push jerk, lock it out over his head, very nice, and set her down. Good. That concludes our demonstration today. I want to thank our lifters, Chris and Zach, for coming in and working out with us today. And hopefully this helps you guys with your cleans and your clean variations as you prepare your athletes for their competition.